Sorry for the shaking. I was trying to plug my phone in. No phone dying today. I'm a little early, so we'll just wait till everybody gets on. Please comment when you join. Say hi so I know you're here. Hello, hello. Hey, Jamie. How are you today? Oh, my nose. Hey, Cheryl. How are you guys doing today? I got on a tad early, so, and it's just now 2:01, so we'll give people a minute or two to jump on. But please comment when you jump on and let me know you're here. Good, I'm glad, Cheryl. Thank you, Jamie. I am doing pretty good. My nose is stuffy, so hopefully I won't do that too much. Please say hi when you join us so we know you're here. Also, comments get you entries into the drawing for free product. In fact, and I'll say this at the end when I do the drawing, but it was brought to my attention today that not everybody knows that a week later I do another drawing for the previous week's comments. So if you comment and you're live, you're going to get 2 chances. If you comment and you are watching the replay, the more comments you make, of course, the more chances you get. But if you're watching the replay, comment as well along the way, and that gets you a chance for the second drawing, as long as it's within the first week of it showing. If you watch it later, it's not going to matter, but please say hi. Let us know who's on. I'd love to know who's on. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I know there's several people that aren't going to make it on today because they're busy, so they'll have to watch the replay. But hopefully some more people will join us as we go here. I've only given them like 2 minutes. Maybe I should give them one more. But so today we're doing the Easter/spring cards. Yes, 2 of these actually say Easter on them. So there's that. This one just says Welcome Spring. So you could change this if you didn't want it to say Easter and you didn't want to put the eggs on it, and you could put Welcome Spring here as well. You could even do that here, but I really love the New Beginnings with the little chickie and the eggs. I thought that was really cute. So, hey Tony, how are you? I'm doing good. Where are you from? So, anyway, so that's the thing there. So if you want to change up, your sentiments, even if it's from another set, do that. Make it work for you. So, but we're going to go ahead and make them the way I've got them here, or I am at least, and then you can make whatever adjustments you need to make to meet your needs. So, all right. So, and of course we're also doing, after the cards, we'll be doing the layout, and then I will do the drawing. So, like I said, comment. The more comments you have in here, the more chances you're going to have to win, because I basically do a scroll real quick through the, like I spin my comments, and whichever one pops up, that's, you know, that's the one that wins. So just keep that in mind. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get going on this. So this little bunny card I made, let me put my stuff away here so I can do this properly. Okay, so this little bunny card, I just put the bunny on the envelope, but you could do whatever you wanted. I just thought that was cute, so we will do that. All right. So in your pack, if you got the layout, it looks like this. If you didn't, you just got the card pack, then you know what that looks like. So in your pack, you have the card kit and your PDF, and then you have your layout with its PDF, and we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so in here we have our PDF that shows all the products that we used, and tools that you might want to use to create your cards. They're not necessarily all things you're going to have to use. I kind of just put a general thing here of things I typically use. And sometimes I'll add one or two things if it's something specific for that set of cards. But then that's why it says that you may want to use. And you may have, you know, other options for those things too. So they don't have to be exactly what I have. And then each card has its picture and the recipe, I call it, recipe cards. You can cut this and then fold this in half if you want, or keep it like this, or keep it as one big sheet. It's totally up to you. So we have all three of the cards here. I don't like the way that my printer has been printing things out. It's not quite the right color, but y'all have to forgive me on that one. Okay, so for our first kit, so in your card kit, you have 1, 2, 3 card kits. Each has enough to make 2 cards of the same card, and then in the front are some rhinestones. These will get used on the cards. I just put them all together in one little package rather than separating them, so just kind of keep those off to the side because you will need them. But we're going to go ahead and start with this one right here, which is the pink one with the I shouldn't say that because this says pink too, but the wreaths and the eggs and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. And I'm only going to show doing one, but of course, you know, you can replay it and do your second one. So you're going to need an envelope, a card base, then there's also another thick white cardstock that's going to go for your card face. Then you need one of these full pieces of the Oso Ombre paper. That came from the spring celebration. And then there's a smaller piece. You're going to need that. You're going to need one of these pink pieces, which is the Rococo Rose. You're going to need one of the white flags and one of the blue flags, which is Balmy Blue. You're going to need one of these pieces of paper. That's a scrap piece. You're also going to need one of each of these wreaths. So you have this one in the Granny Apple Green and this one in Pear Pizzazz. And those both, I'll tell you where all those come from here in just a second. This stuck to my paper. Ah! Okay. And then you have a little baggie with some of the small elements in it. Obviously, again, you're only going to need half per card. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the little flowers. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 of the eggs. And then the others will be left for your other card. Okay. So I'm going to separate out the things that are going to have to be stamped from the rest. And that is all of the white pieces except for the two big, the card base and stuff. That's not going to need to be stamped. Okay, so we have our envelope. We have the scrap piece. We have our flag. and then our 4 eggs. Make sure they're flipped correctly. All right, okay. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper here from my little pad to stamp on, in case I have to stamp off or something. Okay, so on our envelope, and I always make sure that I've got the top, I've got the top to the top, we'll do our rabbit. So in this, for this set of cards, I used the Springtime Joy along with the Arrange a Wreath bundle. So the Arrange a Wreath bundle, I'm trying to find the dies right here, and there's more on the back. Comes with 2 wreaths, which we're using on this card, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's stuff for different seasons, so you can make wreaths for Christmas, you can make them for just spring, you can make them for Easter, you can make them for Valentine's, all kinds of fun stuff, which is really nice. Even fall, because there's leaves. So it's a really nice set, and I'm very pleased with this. It's very usable all year round, which is nice. And then, of course, I used a couple other things. So I used the Stitch So Sweetly, the scalloped rectangles. I used the Stitch with Whimsy on the last card we'll be doing, which is really nice. It just puts a little fun squiggle on your paper. It doesn't actually cut anything out. And I used the Playful Alphabets for the layout. Also for the layout, I used the Detailed Trio Punch to do my corner rounding, which is rubbing off. You can hardly see it anymore. But the corner rounding for that, I do that a lot. I don't always do it, but I do it a lot. Okay, so let us take our bunny. There's our bunny. And we are going to put him on a block and grab our black ink. And by the way, if anyone is on that's new, my name is Jeri Mobley, right there. That's my phone number. You can text me if you need anything. And this is my website. You can shop there, you can join there, you can whatever. There's a lot of different options. So please take a look at that. And if you need anything, just let me know. You're from Indiana, Tony? Where in Indiana? I have family in Indiana. They're in Madison. Actually, I have some family up in, where are they right now? Honey? Oh, I think he went in the other room. I'm trying to remember what city they're in. I can't think it off the top of my head. Is it Abusa? Is that how you say your name? I'm not sure. Or do you go by Priscilla? Not sure. Let me know. Welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Hi, Brenda. Great to have you here too. Lots of new people. Glad to see ya. Okay. So you're from South Bend. Okay. So we're supposed to go to the regatta this year. We'll see. Who knows, right? Yeah, Notre Dame. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I did the bunny on the envelope, and then I'm going to do a bunny on this, but I want to try to keep the bunny close to the bottom because I am going to need some space up here for my butterfly. It doesn't have to be a ton of space, but I'm trying to see this without getting my head in the camera, you guys. Okay, so there's our bunny. Set that aside, and then I'm going to grab the little, let's see, where is my Happy Easter? Okay, and then I'm going to grab my little butterfly, and I am going to grab Happy Easter from the Arrange a Wreath set. You can see it has Happy Heart Day, Give Thanks, Best Wishes, Merry Christmas, so there's lots of different things. But you could, you know, use the welcome spring if you want to on this card as well. So whichever one you prefer. Okay. I need a little one for him. And we'll grab another one of these for, I've got my other ones with stamps on them right now. Okay, so let's do our little butterfly. And we'll just put him on here. These are both gonna get trimmed out, so it doesn't really matter where you put them as long as they fit. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do our colored things. So on this one, we have we're using Balmy Blue and Highland Heather. Oh, that's cool, Jamie. Oh, and you live in Michigan. Awesome. Oh, okay. Sandra. So you go by Sandra. Okay, you'll have to remind me of that if you jump on again, because I just look at the name that's on the Interesting. Wait, is this Sandra Easley? I don't know. Are you on somebody else's account? Not sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Brenda. Yeah, I try to put CT on everything so people know I'm central, but I know sometimes you miss it. So sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you caught us, though. Jamie, where in Michigan do you live? I don't recall. Oh, thanks, Tony. Yeah, I love the bunny too. It's so cute, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our sentiment real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with... That's the hardest part about the lives, is I'm trying to do this and see your comments. If I don't see your comment, you can always ask me again later. I was just about to do that in the blue, but I did it in purple on my... So now I have to clean this off. Okay, let's do that in purple. Make sure you clean your stamp off before you change colors. I almost did it in blue, you guys. It's not like it would have been the end of the world, but I wanted it in purple. Okay. Oh, that's part of your Facebook problem. That's weird. It's making like a weird name on your thing that's not you. That's crazy. Okay, so we need the little egg. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. The egg stamp from the Arrange a Wreath. Or if you want to leave the eggs off and you want it to be spring, you can do that as well. So, and because I cut these early, this is going to be a little challenging. I think I'm going to do them one at a time because I don't want to have to try to line up 2 eggs. So I'm going to just ink up my purple one and then line that up. Whoop. There we go. That'll lighten up here in just a minute. It looks really dark right now. It will lighten up. And then I will do the polka dot side. Okay, and then I'll clean this off. And we'll switch to the Balmy Blue. Ludington. Oh, that sounds absolutely beautiful, Jamie. Oh, that's right. You live right by Erie, don't you? Or do you? Is it Erie? Or is it Lake Michigan? And I don't know which one you live by. I'm crazy. It's probably Lake Michigan. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Probably thinking of somebody else. Okay. And there we go. So we have all 4 of our eggs. And I'm just going to clean these off real quick so we don't get ink everywhere. If you have stamps sitting around with ink on them, you get them on yourself. So, you know. And I don't like that. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. So I'm going to use our blends, which are alcohol markers. And the first thing I'm going to do is the bunny. Now the bunny, you're going to need the lifter to soften the light smoky slate. So we're going to use the light smoky slate and the lifter. And then I'm also going to use, it's hard to find my colors in here. I'm also going to use the light Flirty Flamingo. It just makes a really soft pink. And the light Daffodil Delight. Oh, and also, I believe I used the light Granny Apple Green, or you could use the olive, whichever one you want to use for that, for the little leaves. Oh, and then I need the Rococo Rose. I think I used the light Rococo Rose. Oh, where is it? Here it is. Light Rococo Rose and the light Flirty Flamingo to do the butterfly. Okay, so the bunny, what we're gonna do, try to push these over here to the side. What we're gonna do for the bunny is we're going to use the light smoky slate, and we're gonna basically outline him in the inside. I will explain the lifter, absolutely. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, I would love to go there too. Okay, thank you, Jamie. I was like, I said Erie, and then I went, no, it's got to be Lake Michigan. Duh. Oh, I am going to be doing a class on this coming up. Let me tell you when. So I have added classes on Friday at 2, and those are more just educational classes. I'm doing 4 different classes that I'm doing Craft Organizing 101, I'm doing Paper Crafting 101, I'm doing Advanced Paper Crafting, and then I'm also doing Fun Fold Friday. So those 4 classes will happen each month on Friday at 2. So if you can't get on live, it's okay. I know some people work on Fridays and that's not possible for you, and it's 2 Central Time. But if you can, great. But if not, you can watch the replay on my Facebook channel, or I am trying to get my YouTube channel up, so hopefully I'll get that better here soon. And it is Shameless Stamper as well. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the blends, labels, and stuff organizing on April 2nd. So don't miss that if you want to know about that. And I will provide a PDF for anybody that wants it as well. And I'll be talking about that later. So, okay, so I'm just going to go around the inside of the bunny here real lightly with my... I want my bunny to be white. Now, if you want your bunny to be a different color, you can do that. But just a little bit of gray makes it look a little more believable. A little more 3D. Like it has a little bit of shadow in its fur. That kind of thing. Okay. And then, and I'll go under the nose just a little bit here, barely. Okay, and then I'm going to take my lifter, and this color lifter can help you when you have a boo-boo. You can kind of go against that thing, and it'll help to, you can kind of move it or whatever a little bit. It'll also help, and I'm going to go over this in my blends class when I talk about blends, but basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to just go kind of in circles in that area where I put the gray, because I want to get it to soften the line so that it's not as stark of an edge, and it just softens it. I think my color lifter is, I need the other one. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my other one. It's not juicy anymore. Oh, the font. I can't remember what font that was. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I changed fonts too, so one's one way and one's another one. There's this one and then there's that one. I honestly don't remember. So yeah, this one's better. Okay. I think I need to put that other one aside. So I'm just going to go over those areas to soften them. Okay, so I still have a white bunny, but he's got a little bit of shadow. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so that is our smoky slate. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the leaves here on the little, what is this? Why can't I think of what that's called? Flower, wreath, head, whatever. I'm having one of those days, apparently. It's a head wreath of some kind. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo on 2 of the flowers and the daffodil on the other 2. Oh, and I also need to use the Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to put it on his little nose. So he's got a little pink nose. I had to, you guys. He had to have a little pink nose. I have a cat that is gray and white, and he has a little pink nose. So this is kind of like, and we call him a bunny cat because he's really fluffy and feels like a bunny. So I had to do that. Okay, so the Rococo Rose, we're going to go around the edges of the butterfly, similar to what we did with the other. I'm also going to color the dots with the Rococo Rose and the body of the little butterfly. And then I'm going to come back in with the Flirty Flamingo and blend that out. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, so the next thing we have to do is cut this out. It's not too bad. Hey, Kathy. So don't worry about that. It's pretty... Kathy, I didn't know you were originally from Michigan. That's cool. I'm going to separate these so I can finish that one in a minute. As you're going, the more of this paper that you can get rid of, the easier it is. So keep your scissor hand still and cut and turn this to cut. And I don't want to cut right up against the bunny. I want to leave a little bit of white. That is more forgiving than trying to cut up right against the item. And you can skip like really detailed areas. You can just kind of go around them with a, like this. I can just kind of go around the leaves and I don't have to be too detailed. And you'll notice that I'm just pushing down basically in one fluid motion. Until I get to the end of that motion, or I have to reset like that. That was close to the edge of that. So it doesn't take awfully long. It's pretty quick. I'm almost done here. I'm more than halfway done. Now, it may take you longer than me, and that's okay. You can always catch up. It's not a big deal. It's really great. You can hit the replay button at any time, and that's not really a replay button, but you know what I mean. You can rewatch this video at any time to finish your cards. But it's fun being on live because we get to talk to you. And those of you that haven't purchased the kit, of course, I know you're just watching, so. Okay, so there is our bunny. I'll throw those pieces out. And then we're going to do the little butterfly real quick, and the butterfly goes pretty quick. So let's chop this off. Okay, you guys are talking about where you live. Oh my goodness. Holland. Wait, what? Holland, is that a place in Michigan, I guess? Oh, there's a tulip festival? I bet that's beautiful. Kathy, the more you know. I'm learning more about you right now. I always think it's funny when there's like towns like Paris, Texas, or apparently Holland, Michigan, that have a country or another foreign city, I guess, too, but particularly when it's a country named as a city here in the United States. I always think that's funny. I'm going to Paris, Texas. Not fair. I'd rather go to real Paris, for sure. See, that's getting in my way, so I'm just cutting it off. It makes it easier to move your paper if it's not in the way. And rather than trying to go up and down through these antennae, I'm just going to kind of, you know, go around them. It's much easier. Okay, we are done with the cutting. We are done with the coloring. And we are going to put this puppy together. Okay, so let's start with our base here. So what we have here with this card base is a 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at the halfway mark, which is 5 1/2, and then scored again at the halfway mark between these two, which is 2 3/4. So we're just going to fold that again, and that's going to provide us our easel card. So it just sits up like this. Mine is being stubborn. Okay. So what we're going to do is on the easel card, we're going to attach this card front. Okay. So we're going to take this piece right here at the bottom and we're going to put some tape on it. And then we're going to add this piece, and I usually like to do it like this and kind of smush them up against each other and put that on the bottom. All right, so now we have our easel card base. Okay, now let's build the card front. So this piece is going to go on with the lightest point up in the top left. North Carolina. I lived in North Carolina when I was a baby and when I was in the Marine Corps, technically, I guess. Oh, goodness. I am doing that a lot lately, and I don't know what I'm doing with my hand that's making that happen, but it is getting on my nerves because I didn't used to do that all the time. This white right here is the thick. I prefer to make card bases with the thick white over the thin white because the thin white is a lighter weight cardstock than most of our cardstock. It's just, I think it makes a better card, a sturdier card. But you don't have to. You could do whatever. So I am missing so much of this conversation. Miss Wheelchair, Michigan. Jamie, does that mean you're in a wheelchair? I didn't know that. 2016. That's awesome that you were in a parade for that. That's cool. And I don't know where Hidden Night is, but welcome, Deborah. Good to have you on. The only thing I don't like about North Carolina is the sand fleas, but you know, that's okay. All right, so now we're going to take this piece and I'm going to open my card up and we are going to put this, let me show you. So here's my card base. So we're going to put this piece on here. And it goes from side to side all the way. It's just going to give us a little bit of a border on the top and the bottom. And then if you want to, especially if you're going to mail this card, you can put it on just like this onto the card base. Or if you want to make it even better, you can use some of our dimensionals. Okay, to put on the back, or one of our, I don't know if I want this piece or the other. Maybe I'll make it two. or some of our just dimensional sheet that we have. We have this great foam sheets that are the same size as our dimensionals, but they are they're just one big sheet, which is really nice because it allows you to I got close to half. It allows you to put them on things like this. I don't want that to show, so I'm gonna try to, well, maybe not. Let's not. Okay. I don't want to mess that up. So we'll take the backs off this, and it's sticking out. It's driving me crazy. There. I cut it off. All right, and then we're just going to put this down here toward the bottom. It doesn't go all the way across, so don't do what I just did. I'm going to get it, though. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Jamie. That's got to be painful. I'm sorry that you've had to live with that your whole life. I have back issues, so I totally get constant pain, but you probably have more pain than I do. I have a lot of back issues, but okay. So don't do what I just did. I'm paying attention to y'all's conversation, so I'm going to just kind of put that where it's the same amount all the way around. Now, you could also put a sentiment here if you'd like to. I didn't, but you certainly could. So you could pull another one of these sentiments if you wanted to put Easter's New Beginnings or something like that, or something from something else. You could also do that as well, but this makes your little easel card. So let's finish the top. We're going to take our glue and our reverse tweezers, and we are going to Margaret, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that when you guys share. It really does help me out. And welcome. I don't know if I said welcome to you earlier. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. I recommend using, and I don't have mine out, when you're going to glue stuff, I recommend using our little silicone mat. Because that way if you get glue on it, it washes right off and you don't have glue all over your paper or project or whatever. Because this is some serious glue. It's also being very stubborn. I think I have a little blockage in there. It's toward the end, so who knows. So I'm just putting a couple little dots on each leaf, on the back, of course. And then I'll flip this over. And I'm going to put it, I'm going to say a little more than 1/4 of an inch below, like maybe 3/8 of an inch below, maybe even 1/2 an inch, the I shouldn't have done that on there, because if I had gotten glue on there, I would have just gotten it on the back of my card, but there we go. Okay. And now we're going to take this one. Now, you may notice if you got my kit that some of these little things haven't been poked out of this, and I recommend poking them out. I only have so much time, so I didn't worry about poking every little thing out, because I know you guys can do that pretty easily. So I just like to get these little pieces out of here before I glue it on. Some people don't care if they're there, and you know, that's your prerogative. I like them gone. Okay, I think we got them all. That one's hanging out, and so is this one. Go away. Thank you. Okay, I'll throw those out later. All right, so now we're going to take this one and do the same thing. Yeah, absolutely. I've lived with chronic pain for over 20 years because of the military. I was in the Marine Corps and I injured my back. And it's just something you have to accept. So, and yes, welcome Margaret from Rhode Island. We've got people from everywhere today. That's so nice. A good portion of us live in Oklahoma, as Cheryl just said. I'm basically in more South Oklahoma City. So I'm just putting tiny little dots of glue. It doesn't take much, you guys. I mean, seriously, you can probably barely see these dots that I'm doing. I'll lift this up and see if that helps. But they're tiny. I mean, really tiny. You don't need much. This is like super glue, this stuff. So, and if you get it everywhere, you're not going to be happy. So just go with less. Less is more with this glue. You'll be happier. There's a lot of little doodads. You don't really have to do all of them. You can just, do every other one. Definitely do the ones on the end. That kind of thing. I'm probably overdoing it. The ones that stick out are the most important. Okay. And then we're going to lay, I'm going to move that. We're going to lay this right on top of this, but try to put it in a place where you can see the most of the other one that you possibly can. I mean, it's really not going to matter where it is, but okay. And then just hold that down for a second. And then that should be good. Okay. So now we're going to take our little flag and we are going to add this to the blue. And let me show you how that's going to work. So we're going to add this so that it has about the same amount on all this side, and this side. So we want it to be even. It doesn't matter what happens over here. It only matters what's happening on the flagged side because this part's going to be under the bunny anyway. So you're not going to see it. And then we're going to take our dimensionals. I have a fresh one. This isn't actually a bigger one that I got out of one of my paper pumpkins. They send us some really big ones sometimes, which is nice because they have a lot on them. Okay, I'm gonna put one more on there. And then our bunny is gonna go right here on the edge. So I'm going to just kind of put some stuff there to hold it while I put this on here. And I want it to be, I want this line of the bunny to be in the same parallel with the flag. And then I'm going to put some more dimensionals on the back of the bunny. Probably just need about 3. I'll put one more here. Okay. And then we're going to take all these off. And the reason I'm doing this before I finish the rest of the wreath is because I'm going to be putting everything kind of around where this is. So I want to make sure that it's done first. So I'm going to put this down here and a little bit to the side. And I want a little bit of the wreath sticking out just so you can still see it. Okay. And we'll pop that on there. Ta-da. And then we're going to put down our flowers. So we're going to use our glue again. And we're going to put down these little flowers. Margaret, I got them online. If you'll text me, I can text you a link, and that's really fast. It's a lot easier. And that way you can get a good price on that. And I'm going to put 2 up here. Ah! It stuck to my finger. Stick to the thing, not my finger. Put one down here like that. And then we'll put one by itself over here. And then these two together. And you can notice I'm just putting like 4 little dots on each one. Okay. That is the end of the glue for right now. Okay, so now we're going to put dimensionals on all of this right here. So the eggs can use the big dimensionals. But this little butterfly, I'm going to use my little mini dimensionals on this one. Whoop. We'll just put it right there. Okay. So now we're going to take this and let me flip these over. So I want the blue one with the scallops, and I'm going to put that over here. And then the purple one with the dots, I'm going to put up there. And then we'll take the purple one with the scallops and we're gonna just overlay it a little bit over the flag like that, and pop that blue one like that. Okay, and then our little butterfly is gonna be landing on one of the flowers like that. Okay, now we're gonna need those rhinestones. We're gonna only use the little ones on this one, so grab a part of, I'm gonna grab the little 4 one that I have, and then we have this one, so I'll use this 4 one first. So grab your spatula or your scissors, whichever you prefer. Where's my spatula? Oh, Tony, thank you so much. Yeah, the wreath set is awesome, isn't it, Deborah? I love it. It's seriously, it is extremely versatile, and I like sets that are very versatile. I mean, I like sets that are specific too, but I really love versatile sets that I can use all year long, no matter what. I do love my Christmas stuff, and you know, seasonal stuff has its place, but it's just so great to have sets that you know you can use all the time. Especially if you're, you know, if your budget is tight and you need something that's going to be a little more flexible. So, and this does have Christmas stuff on it, so you could use it for Christmas as well. Okay, I am totally missing y'all's comments. I'll go back and read them later. If I don't see one of your comments and you need me to say something, please tell me. Hey, Melissa. So, okay, so we're done. So this is your card, and it sits up here like an easel, and that's what that looks like. So someone can put it on their desk. So again, if you want to put like a little calendar here, one of those little, it would be weird to do that, I think, though, because it says Happy Easter. But if you wanted to put something else here, you could. And then, of course, this is where you can put your comments and stuff, whatever you want to say to the person. So there is that card. All right. Next, we are doing the lamb, which has been a much loved card. I've heard a lot of people say they totally love this card. So thank you. I appreciate it. I like the way it turned out too. And so we're going to go ahead and do this one now. So this card, you're gonna need your envelope, of course. So we have an envelope. You're gonna need a Rococo Rose 4 1/4 by 11 base. Then I have a Pear Pizzazz. Let's see, I can't remember what size that is. 3 3/4 by 5. And then the insert, which is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So these are these two pieces go on the inside. Then you have, for the front, these pieces came from the, what's it called? Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Paper Blooms from the celebration, and I love this paper. You'll see more of it when we do the scrapbook. So the leaves one, and then the little Rococo Rose flowers, and then you have another Pear Pizzazz done with the scallops from Stitch So Sweetly, and the white one, which we're going to stamp on, so we need that. And then you need one of each of these pieces of ribbon. And this is the ribbon from the Blushing Bride metallic ribbon, and this is the Ornate Garden ribbon combo. I only used the old olive on that one. And then we need this little scrap piece. And of course, we'll be putting some rhinestones on that as well. Once again, Cheryl, thank you for letting me use your set to make the cards. I appreciate it. I gotta move these little pieces away because they're getting caught on my elbow. And I want them stuck up to my elbow. Okay. I don't even know if you guys could see that. All right, so we need, I don't think, you could stamp in the inside if you want to, but I didn't stamp on any of this, but I do need the envelope, so we'll put that there. And we'll grab our little sheet again here. And I'm going to do the lamb this time. So I'm going to put our little bunny away because I don't need him again. And grab my lamb. I think I need a bigger, I need a D block for the lamb. So there's our lamb. And is that the only thing I need? Welcome, oh, I need Welcome Spring. Okay. And I can put that on this. Welcome Spring. Okay. And of course our butterfly, which I still have. So, okay. So we're going to take our lamb and our black ink. Thank you, Melissa. Ignore the libel after your... I don't know what I just said. Did I say something wrong? I'm not sure. Maybe you're talking to someone who made a comment. I don't know. I'm sorry if I did something. Oh, it's a local scrap store, Michael's Hobby Lobby. You can. You can get them cheaper on Amazon though if you want my link. So if you don't care, then that's fine too. But yeah, you can get it cheaper on Amazon. Okay, so we're going to take our little lamb and we're going to put him toward the bottom of our little scalloped piece. Yes, he fits, I promise. Okay. And then we're going to take our little butterfly and we're going to stamp that on here. This little scrap piece. And then we need our, excuse me, Rococo Rose ink. And whoop, we're going to do the Welcome Spring. I'm sorry I can't keep up with y'all's Tuesday doc appointment. Wait. Oh, Cheryl. I'm so sorry, Cheryl. I know you're having a hard time. Okay, so that is Welcome Spring. So we can set the envelope aside, and now we're going to do some coloring. Let me close this before I put my finger in it. Okay, so we're going to do the butterfly the same way we did before. And we're also going to use the Rococo Rose on the little lamb. I may have done this one darker. I think I did. I didn't use Flirty Flamingo, I just used Rococo Rose. So let's take the dark Rococo Rose and go around the outside and the body. And then I'm going to take my light Rococo Rose. I'm going to blend all this out so it's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to come back in and do those little dots with the dark so you can really see them. They don't get blended in. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for a minute. And now I'm going to do these flowers here all in the light Rococo Rose. And then I'm going to take the dark Rococo Rose and just fill in the little circle in the center. Just gives it a little bit of extra oomph. Okay. And then I'm going to take Old Olive, because we used Old Olive and Pear Pizzazz in this set. So let's do Old Olive. So I have the dark Old Olive, and I'm gonna just kind of go down one side of the leaf, each leaf. This just gives a little bit of depth. I'm doing the left side on all of these, whatever's on this side. And then I'm gonna go back and do the whole leaf with this. And then we're going to need our light smoky slate and our dark smoky slate and our lifter. And we also need, I'm going to use a little bit of the light Rococo Rose on his nose. So we do have a little bit of that. Okay, so this time I want his face, he's kind of one of those, I made him one of those sheep that have like a black face, except I didn't want it to be black. I wanted this to be soft. So I went with the dark smoky slate. And I'm going to go around everything. And under this top fluff. He has top fluff. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in his hoofs with this as well. Okay, and then I'll take the light smoky slate and blend that all in. Make sure that you get up along the edges where you put the dark so you can actually blend it. You don't want to miss that part. It's important to actually go over that same color, the first color, so that you can blend it. And really saturate, get it nice and saturated so that there's no streaks. Okay. Oh, I need this still. Okay, now I'm going to outline the white stuff, just like we did with the bunny. Just lightly outline the white areas. Y'all are probably just jamming on talking in there, and I'm not going to see it, because I'm trying to do this. I actually go under these little fluffs if I can, or right on top, but I like to go over, or under, sorry. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay. Oh, I missed something on with the Old Olive, but I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so now we're going to take our lifter, and we're gonna, actually I should probably do this one first since I did it first. Just use it to blend out that gray. Make it a little bit softer. I didn't go under his chin. Because there would be a shadow there. Okay. Now I'm going to take the Rococo Rose Light, and I'm just going to do his little nose. Or you could do like black if you wanted to, but I like the little pink on his nose. It's just so cute. Okay, now I'm going to take the light Old Olive and just color right underneath that line so it looks like he's on grass. Okay? I know, I'm not a huge pink person, you guys, but I tell you what, Rococo Rose is a really pretty pink. It is a gorgeous pink. I'm very impressed with it. So, okay, so, we need to cut out our little butterfly, so let me do that real quick. Has anybody asked any questions that I need to answer that I didn't see? Please ask them again. Let me cut this little butterfly out and I'll try to look at the most recent things. I'm not going to scroll back too far because I don't want to take up too much time. I know the lamb is adorable. See how this starts to bug me? Ugh, get off. It makes it hard to rotate your piece when you've got something like that in the way. So for those of you that don't know, my Band-Aid here is, you're probably wondering why I'm holding my finger out here. I can't bend it very far with the Band-Aid on it. 3 Saturdays ago, right after my videoing, I went and was going into the living room to talk to my husband, and I fell. I tripped actually on a barricade for our dogs, and fell, and I had my mason jar smoothie in my hand, in this hand when I fell, and so when it broke, it cut up into my finger. It was pretty bad. I mean, it could have been worse. But I did have to go to the emergency room. I was trying not to, but my family was like, go to the emergency room. Stop sucking it up and just go. Okay, fine. So I think I'm going to, I hope you guys don't mind, I think I'm going to put a little butterfly in here. I hope you guys don't mind. It'll take me just a second to, like 5 seconds to color him. Anyway. Hey, Evelyn. I'm so glad it doesn't say Michael. So I don't slip up and call you Michael. Yeah, I know they turn, oops, wrong side. I like to use the bullet tip for coloring because you will totally mess up that other tip. That other tip is meant for like brush strokes, for doing things at an angle. If you're gonna do this, or if you're gonna do some writing at an angle, it's really not meant for the coloring. Whoops. So it gets damaged really easily for that. So it's really better to color with the bullet tip, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this insert. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this all week. I don't know why. Ugh. See, I'm fine with one stroke and then I do it. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Ugh. Okay, I'm probably pushing too hard. I have a tendency to do that because the other one we used to have, the snail, you had to push harder. This one, it glides. I have to not push. Okay, don't push. Don't push at all. Just glide. There we go. See? That's what it was. It's hard to switch over, you know? Yes, Renee, I did. I think I responded. If I didn't, I must not have pushed send, because I meant to respond. I did type a response. Just may not have pushed send. Yes, I will further talk with you about that if I didn't push send when I'm done. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is before we put this on here, we're going to put the pink on the green. We're just going to center that. I just love these. Oh, somebody's ringing my doorbell. Sorry about that, guys. My dogs are going nuts. Oh, that's good. Oh, stop grumbling. They're crazy. They hate it when people come to the door. I don't know why. They just like to bark, I think. Okay, this ribbon. So on this ribbon, one side is gold, and Cheryl, you can tell me which side you want up. And the other side is the plain Rococo Rose. I did mine with the plain Rococo Rose because I wanted it to be softer. I didn't want it to be, I don't know, glammy. So you tell me which way you want to do it, and I will do it that way. And then the olive one goes on top of that. So you can see I just put some tape on the back, and then I'm putting the ends into that. Which way, Cheryl? Hurry. If you don't tell me, I'm just going to do it like this. Oh, you want to go glam? Okay. Cheryl wants to go glam. So we'll do that. All right. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and put, and I like to put a little more tape on top of the ribbon. You'll notice I don't use a ton of tape. I just put it in the four corners most of the time because it's really not necessary. This tape is super sticky. It's not gonna come off. Okay. We are on. So this is what we've got so far. We've got the inside and then this. Now we're gonna take this piece and we're going to mat it onto the, there I go again. Gotta be gentle. Mat it onto the Pear Pizzazz piece that is a little bit bigger. That makes it so cute. I love layers. Love, love layers. And then we're going to use either dimensionals or the pieces of stuff that you have. I've got all these strips that are like this size, so I'm trying to use them up. How big is this one? This one is 4 1/4. So if I cut it at 2 1/8, that'll be halfway. That should work. Ta-da! It worked. Okay. And then we'll put this on the card and we're going to center this. I just love this card. I think it's cute. This little lamb. So stinking cute. Okay. And then we're going to take our butterfly and we're going to put him on. Actually, I think I'm going to use a glue dot. It'll be easier. We'll just put a little glue dot on the back of him. Glue dot. And just put him up here. Ta-da! Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, what do you guys think? Oh, we gotta put the bling bling on it. Oh, thanks, Deborah. That's sweet. Okay, so you have this little piece that has the big one and the medium one. So we're gonna use one of the big ones per card. I'll put one of these on here. And then we'll use one of the medium ones. And then we need one little one. Just a little bling. Little shiny. Okay. And there we have it. Isn't that adorable? I love this card. Okay. So our lamb card is done. And last but not least, on the cards, we have the Easter is a lovely reminder of new beginnings. Before I start this card, let me do just a few little announcements so that you guys know things that are going on, because I hate for you guys to not know, and this is a great way for me to tell you. Here is my March code, host code. If you want to purchase $60 or more, you can get the opal rounds for free, which are absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually going to show you a card with some of them on it here in just a second. This picture doesn't do them justice, of course. They're beautiful. They are sparkly and just, they're adorable. So anyway, you can get that for free from me using this host code, and you can just go to my website to shop. So I'll just set that right there. Okay, also, if you do not do Paper Pumpkin, this month's Paper Pumpkin, which you need to sign up for by March 10th, is the Adventure Begins. And while it includes everything, a stamp set and everything that it normally contains, and it's going to make 8 cards and envelopes, you are also going to get free stencils, these 4 stencils, and a sponge. Because March is our anniversary month, and so they usually do something extra in the March box. So this is really cool. I would get this box just for this. It's totally worth it. So, and the cards look like they're going to be really cute too. Here's some of the stuff that's going to be in them. There's some landscape type stuff as well there. That's not the final card. That's just some pieces of it. Okay, and then I have my April class and club. You need to sign up for my class by March 7th if you want to do that. I'll show you the cards for that. And March 21st for the club. So here are the cards for the April class that you need to sign up for by March 7th. And they are super, super cute. Couple of fun folds. This one's a normal opening card, but they're really beautiful, you guys. These turned out amazing, and I'm very, very happy with them. This is going to be a great class. So this is the class that Renee just wanted to sign up for, and I will get you on that, Renee. So, and then there's also a layout for that class, which is right here. And it is beautiful if you want to add on the layout. You don't have to do it, but you can add that on just like we're doing today. And it turned out amazing. And then my April club is the snail mail stuff, and this is only one of the 4 projects. I don't, and there's also an add-on layout for that. I don't show them all. I just give you a sneak peek because it's exclusive. So, and you get lots of product and everything. It's really nice. So if you need any details on that, please text me and I'll send you details for that as well. But this turned out super cute. I really love this card. So that is the April card club. Then May, we are doing the Well Suited, and here are my cards for May class. This is so cute. I totally copied this from the catalog. It's adorable. I mean, I had to. It's so, so cute. I made a couple adjustments, but it's so cute. And then this little one with the little shirt and the suspenders and stuff is so, so cute. Also a regular opening card. And then this one is a little different. Has a shorter top, and it's super cute. And actually says Father's Day on it. This one doesn't have a sentiment. You can put your own sentiment on if you want to, or put something on the inside. I didn't want to take away from that beautiful suit. So anyway, really pretty masculine cards. I really, really love them. They're cute but masculine at the same time. And people always want to know if this is going to mail it. Yeah, you just fold these in to mail it. So, and then there's a layout for that one as well that I made that says So Handsome and has all these wonderful, I love all these papers for this set. So, and my husband says I should go ahead and add a rhinestone to this and give it a little bling. So I'm probably going to do that like I did on the suit. But this turned out super cool. I really like it. I think it's really handsome. And, okay, and then here's the sneak peek for May Club. We'll be doing the Sand and Sea. And which layout do you like, Tony? The masculine one or the hydrangea one? You like Club, Cheryl? I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So here is the one of the ones I did for the May Club, and here are these beautiful opal rounds. You can see them in there. They're so gorgeous, and this is the pearlescent paper. It's so pretty. Anyway, the cards are adorable, you guys. You're gonna love these. This is gonna be a really pretty club. So, and I will be doing a layout for this as well. I can't show that because this is an exclusive class again, but just so you know that that's there. So let me know if you're interested in any of those, and I'll be happy to give you more information. Also, if you want to participate in my spring bingo to receive one of these 4 items, your choice, for free, please let me know. I will be happy to send you that. And I think that's it. So I will be moving on now. Okay. I just wanted you guys to know what was coming, so you're prepared. Let's get this adorable card made. So I did, on the envelope, I did the little basket and the chickie, so we'll do that. And so in this particular kit, you're going to need your envelope, your gatefold card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, and then these are scored at 2 1/4, I think. Yeah, no, 1/8, 2 1/8. And then you get your gatefold that way. We have a white insert. We have the card top. You are going to need a trimmer for this because I didn't want to confuse anybody in their set, so that was the easiest way to do it. You need one of the Rococo Rose pieces, one of the white pieces with the little lines, and we're actually going to stamp on that. And okay, I need the insert too. And then you're also going to need this little baggie with the little stuff, because you need one of these little scraps to stamp your butterfly on. And then we need one of each of the eggs. So there's yellow, Rococo Rose, mint macaroon, and I think this is Bumblebee, but I'm not positive. Don't hold me to that. Okay. Oh, Tony, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you like both of the layouts. Okay, well, you'll love the club layouts too. They're awesome. Okay, so let's get some stamping done. I need a drink of water. Okay. Grab our little sheet here. And, oops, I grabbed too many of those. Huh, that's weird. I must have put an extra one in there. So we're going to be doing the, sorry, I had to look and see what I needed here. We're going to do the basket. You can do it in black if you want to. I'm going to do it in soft suede because I think it looks better, but you can do it in black if you want to. So I need that, and the chickie and the Easter is lovely, and our little butterfly, whatever it's called. Oh, you guys. So I'm gonna need a couple of these. I need this one, and yeah, that fits. I need one of the smaller ones, but I've got other stuff on that I'm working on right now, and I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, so we have all of our stamps ready. So we're going to start with this Easter basket. And I'm going to put that on here toward the bottom. I just want to leave enough room for my sentiment. Okay, so there, it's on the bottom. And now I'm going to wipe that off and use black on the envelope because I'm using black for the chickie, and it just, I think it looks a little better. Since I'm not going to color it in. You could color it in. Just, if you are going to color it in, I have this little sheet that when I do an envelope, if I'm going to color on the front with my blends, I put this in there first, and then I color, and then I pull this back out so that if it bleeds, it doesn't bleed through to the back of the envelope. Just a little tip. So, and I just keep that handy right here on my desk. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the envelope with black. Ta-da! And our chickie. So there's our little envelope. And then we'll take this and put the little chickie on it. Ta-da! And let's see, oh, we need to do the butterfly in the black also. And I'm also going to put it on the insert at the top. Okay. And then we need our Rococo Rose for our sentiment. So I'm just going to make sure that's really well inked and pop that on there. Hopefully it's straight enough. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, time to color. Let's get our little butterflies out of the way. Guess I could have colored these beforehand since you've already seen me color them once, but hey, it's relaxing. Isn't it relaxing? It's relaxing to color. I don't know if it's relaxing to watch somebody color. It's relaxing to color. Especially with blends, because it's so hard to go wrong. Okay, and then we'll use the dark on the little dots. Okay. I'm going to put the dark away, but I'm going to keep the light out because I need that for the eggs. I also need the paper pumpkin. Pumpkin pie. I need So Saffron. Where's So? I think it's So Saffron. Yeah, it's So Saffron. I need the So Saffron. And that's the light. Here's the dark. And then I also need the light. You can either use light Just Jade or you can use mint macaroon. I use light Just Jade. And then I'm also going to use the light soft suede for the basket. And I think that's it. Okay. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to move these out of the way because they're done. Well, I got to cut that. We'll move these little guys up here so they're out of the way. So let's get this done. Okay, so I'm going to take my chickie and I'm going to go around with the dark. I may just use the dark. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to use the dark. I don't want to do the light. It's really light. We'll just use the dark. He doesn't have to have any shadows. Why? You know. No big deal. And then I'm going to use, actually, I'll go ahead and use this on this front egg right here. And then I'm going to use the pumpkin pie on his little beak and the back egg. And then we'll use the Rococo Rose on this egg right here on the left. And the Light Just Jade on this one right here on the right. Okay, and now we'll fill in the basket with the soft suede. So we just are going to color that in. This is pretty easy coloring, no shading. And the cool thing about stamping it in the soft suede ink is that gives me a darker color already, and then of course this is the light soft suede. There you have it. Okay, so that part's done. Let me cut this little butterfly out real quick. Oh, you guys are awesome. You missed where the banner was from the first card. Okay, I'll show you really quickly. So it goes under the bunny, just at the edge of the bunny, and right there. And that's up on dimensionals, both of them are. Lisa, what is the Me Too? That you're glad you found my site? I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to know what people are responding to. I wish it could like tell you what you're responding, if you're responding to another comment. That would be really nice. But it doesn't. So we just live with it the way it is and make use of it the way it is. So I'm doing the AIP, which is the autoimmune protocol diet, because I have a severe case of oh, we need the cutter. Sorry, I'm trying to stay on track here. A severe case of fibromyalgia, and I also have other inflammation in my body from injuries and stuff like that, and it helps with inflammation. So I've been doing that now for 3 weeks, or a little more than 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think 4 weeks, and I've lost 20 pounds, you guys, so I'm very happy. Okay, we're going to cut this at, I'm looking for it. One 7/8. So 1 7/8 is between the 2 and the 1 3/4. It's that other big, the other biggest one between those two. So we're going to cut that, and we want to keep it where they come together so that we don't get lost with that. So then we're going to take this. I'll go ahead and put my insert in. And we'll just center this. You could also do a layer of this color, the Just Jade, if you wanted to, around that. That'd be cool. I didn't, but it makes it really bulky in there. Okay, so we're going to take these two and we're going to put them on so that they have the same amount of space around here, but they're up against the edge, so they come together like that. Okay, so the way I do that is I go ahead and put my tape on here. And then I'm going to put my fingers right up against the edge of this, and I'm going to butt this up against that, my fingernails basically, and just make sure it's even on the top and the bottom, like so. Oh shoot. slid. There we go. Okay. And then this one, make sure you've got the right side of it. You don't put it upside down. And then we'll just put this one up against that edge like that. And then we have like a full front, but it opens like this. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and put it on the mat. Push too hard, guys. Don't do it. Now I gotta get set back up. Okay. I'm not pushing that hard on that one. I don't know what's going on. It's such a strong tape. We'll use this one. Oh my goodness. I'm making a mess. I gotta do something crazy so that, you know, you guys can laugh at me, right? But I actually really like the diet. We have really, my husband and I are both doing it, and we really enjoy it. And so, yeah. So I have a little trick for you. We're going to be putting this on here, but we only want adhesive on one side. So I'm going to flip it over, just upside down, okay? And I'm going to center it where I want it. And then I'm going to put the tape on the opposite side. So I just turned this upside down. So, but it's easier to hold it if I turn it around. So I hope that makes sense. So right now, this is the top here, okay? So this is the top. So I'm just going to center that, and that tells me where I can put my tape. So I don't put tape too far over. Okay, now I'll flip that back over so I can be in the right spot. So I know this is the top, okay? And then I can center this like so. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Both of your comments. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's really not about the weight. It's about what it does for my body, but it's definitely a positive side effect of the diet. So, you know, I do like that part, but we really enjoy it actually. So, it hasn't been hard because I've had no cravings. The first 2 days were hard because most of us eat a ton of sugar in our diets. Even if we don't eat like candy and stuff, it's in everything. And so, I did have a little bit of, sugar detox for 2 days. So I had a headache. So I'm going to put the Rococo Rose one here. This one, the Bumblebee, I think is what it is, up here. And then we will put the Mint Macaroon down here. And the pumpkin right there. Okay, and so anyway, we've really enjoyed it. We prepped, my husband's been cooking, prepping different things over the weekend, and we have a few days where we do stuff that's not pre-prepped, but it's been really nice. Oh, I need a thing for the butterfly. I almost forgot my butterfly. No. So I'm gonna have him right about there. Okay. Now, let's put our pretty gems. We're just using the little ones on this one. Anyway, it is a really great side effect to the diet, and I feel amazing. I mean, I feel really good because it's very healthy, but it's good. I mean, like last night I had a hamburger patty, and it was smothered in mushrooms and onions and I just, you know, ate that on my plate. And then I usually have an avocado every night with like garlic and salt on it. It's so good. And I have my smoothie during the day, and we have bacon most mornings. There's nothing to complain about. It's good. But anyway, okay, so here is our card. So this one is finished, so we can start on the layout. And anyway, we've really enjoyed it, so we really are enjoying it. So I don't think we're going to change back to too much of what we did before, because we like it so much. So at any point, I mean, there is a stage that you go through where you reintroduce foods into your diet to see if your body can handle them, or if they cause inflammation or anything in your body. And we will be, you know, doing that part, but there's a lot of foods that I probably won't put back in my diet. I'm not putting sugar back in my diet, that's for sure, because it is so highly addictive and so bad for you. So in the layout, you have your layout sheet as well, and that tells you everything that's in here. I didn't have room for the tools you may use. It's the same as the other, so that's fine. So we're going to take these 2 pieces of Pear Pizzazz, and we're going to put our sides on it. And so you have a piece that's 2 inches right here from the what is it? The blooms. I always forget it. Paper blooms. It's a really pretty package of paper. And so you could use this side, but this just made it. I mean, look at that. That's so nice. And then we're just going to put this piece, instead of putting it on the edge, we're going to put it like about there. So let's start with one piece first. We'll move this one out of the way. And so I'm going to put this on the edge. And I love my green smoothies every day. I absolutely love them. They're so good. Yum, yum, yum. But we're eating very, you know, simple and basic, and it's nice because it doesn't take as much effort. You can put this on either with the green glue, or I'm going to just use some tear and tape real quick. And so yeah, I have a really good recipe for a yummy green smoothie if anybody wants it. I'll send it to you. But yeah, if you want to look it up, the AIP, it's called the AIP diet. And so I'm just going to bring this in maybe 1/2 inch and do that. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. Okay, so let's do the other side. It's the same, it's just this way. But I am going to try to keep these papers the same, as I like the way they look. So I'm going to do yeah, absolutely. Sugar is in everything. If you can cut that out totally and not get any sugar, you'll lose weight, because it's terrible for your body. It's absolutely terrible for your body. We really aren't meant to eat that crap. Or artificial sweeteners are also not so great. The only things that we have are honey and maple syrup, the 2 natural sugars that we're meant to eat. Our body can handle much better, but we restrict that too. We don't eat a lot of it. Okay, Renee, yeah, if you want the recipe, please text me at this number, and I'll send that to you. You'll have to text me because I'll forget. I can't remember stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely. Sugar is the worst. So, also cutting dairy out from your diet is, I mean, I love dairy, so that's, you know, I thought it would be tougher than it is. But that is better for most people. So about 1/2 inch, like so. Okay, so we have our 2 bookends here, and that'll be our full layout like that. So let's go ahead and start with the front page. So for this page, you're going to need this bigger white piece, this blue piece. You're going to need the wreath. Of course, we'll need these. You're also going to need the, let's see, how did I do that? We're going to need this. We're going to use that before we actually start building. And then we're also going to need, display this out a little bit, we're going to need the pink, the Rococo Rose matte, a navy matte, Night of Navy matte, and a Old Olive matte. And then you're going to need this one with the small multicolored flowers and stuff. You're going to need this one that is the Rococo Rose flowers, and you're going to need the leaves right here. The rest of these are for the other page. Okay, so actually before we start this part, let's do this. So we need to stamp out our different little animals. We need the bunny and the chickie and the lamb. I guess I should put these over here so I can actually do that. Okay, so let's do, we've got this scrap piece here. We'll do the lamb first here. AIP, P as in Paul, Autoimmune Protocol Diet. AIP. Yeah, I use coconut milk more than I use almond milk. I don't know, I think it's more the consistency of regular milk, I guess, and that's why I like it better. Take the bunny, put him here like so, and then and I need my butterfly. I do the chickie. We'll just put him right here, and then the butterfly. Just so you get all of them on there. Doesn't really matter where, but okay. And now we do have to do some cutting. So, yeah, Autoimmune Protocol, AIP, if anybody wants to look it up. It's mostly, you just eat meat and vegetables and a tiny bit of fruit. You want to keep that to a minimum. And you have to cut out the nightshade family entirely as well, which is, you know, tomatoes, peppers, potatoes. You can have sweet potatoes. I don't like sweet potatoes, unfortunately. But not the white potatoes. And you have to cut out any spices that are made from like peppers or anything like that. So it's mostly herbs, which is the majority of what we use anyway. But yeah, so it's mostly, like I said, mostly meat and veggies and a little bit of fruit. No coffee, no sugar, no dairy, no starches. It's okay. You know, people think, oh my gosh, that's so hard to do. I have to tell you what, I have had, other than the first 2 days when I was having my sugar detox, I have had no cravings. I don't crave anything, and that is so great. So I highly recommend it. It's a good way to eat. I mean, it may not be something you can sustain perfectly forever. You might be able to add a few of those things back in, but you got to do what's best for your body. And that's what's great about the reintroduction phase, is it helps you to figure out what your body can handle and what it can't, because everybody's different. And it's hard to know unless you completely detox for 3 months, which is what we're in that, what they call the elimination phase. And so yeah. Sorry, I'm talking about talking about diet and food, and we're supposed to be crafting. But, you know, I gotta cut this out, so might as well talk about something, right? No Cheetos. No Cheetos. But yes, you can have a little bit of fruit. Like I said, it's mostly meat and veggies, but you can have, I think, 2 fruits a day is what they recommend. So 2 servings, no more than 2 servings. And if you can go without the fruit, then it's even better. But if you need a little bit of sweet in your life, then you can do that. And I have a sweet tooth, so I do need a little bit. But what you're really, you know, one of the reasons why it's helps you with weight loss is it's training your body to burn fat instead of carbs and sugar. Which is awesome. I need some water, sorry. Renee. Oh, that's funny. What were you saying thank you about? So I know it takes a little bit of time to cut things out, and I used to hate this, but I have come to find it kind of relaxing. Because it's just, you know, don't get stressed and just cut it out. But you notice how my left hand is doing most of the work? And that makes it easier. And I'm not doing this when I cut. I'm not chopping. I'm just doing one fluid motion, basically. And you can decide how far away you want to be from the image and how close you want to be. It's totally up to you. Everybody has their own style, and that's okay. You know, Cheryl, before I give this kit to you, I may go through and stamp the other card stuff and cut it out for you, because I know you can't really use your hand right now. Not like this. And that stinks. So I think I'll do that for you. I hope I remember to. I know John's helping you, but... Oh, a natural sugar for your coffee. Oh, honestly, honey. Honey works. Of course, I can't do coffee in the AIP diet, but coffee works for sure. I mean coffee. Honey works for sure, for tea or coffee. I would try both. I would try honey first and then try maple syrup and just see which one you prefer. Because they have different flavors, you know. And make sure you're using natural maple syrup, not syrup that's corn sugar. What do you call it? Oh, goodness. Corn syrup. Because that's bad. But if you prep foods too, like your veggies, like if you want to just snack, I'm not a snacker, but if you want a snack and you have like celery and carrots and things like that prepped, then you can just go grab those out of the fridge instead of a Cheeto bag. Agave is okay. I can't use that on this diet. Agave is not as preferable for your body as sugar or maple syrup. It still has a pretty high glycemic index comparatively, I guess. I'm pretty sure is what it is. And I'm not sure exactly why they leave it out of the AIP diet, other than the fact that it might have some of those autoimmune, the inflammation effects. I don't know. So the point is to get so basic that your body has time to kind of reboot, and then you can figure out what things your body can handle. It's really funny. My parents started it first, and my mom said, I think this would be really good for you for your fibromyalgia. And when they started their reintroduction phase, she discovered that all this time she thought dairy was making her cough a lot, like clear her throat and cough. And it turns out it was tomatoes. So, that was pretty, oh, I need this still. That was pretty crazy. So, yeah. Okay. So let's color these bad boys. And it's basically the same as what I did on the cards. The only difference is I went ahead and used the Daffodil Delight for the flowers on both of these. So I have Daffodil Delight and Rococo Rose, yeah, on those. So I will do, I gotta find all my colors here. Actually, I think, yeah, I did Daffodil Delight. But you could do So Saffron, you could do, I think I'm gonna do So Saffron actually. And I need the pumpkin, and I need olive. I don't know where my light olive is. I'm trying to find it. Sorry, I have them all in this little container, and I'm just trying to... Where did I do it? There it is. What else do I need? The grays. I need the grays. Gray. Smoky slate. And I need the lifter. And I think that's it. Yep. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, so we have the 2 Rococo Roses, we have Dark So Saffron, we have Pumpkin Pie, and then for leaves we have Old Olive, Light and Dark, Smoky Slate, Light and Dark, and the lifter for the bunny and the lamb. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the lamb, and we'll do the face. What are you saying? You guys are so funny. There I go again with the no. Is that what you're saying? No Cheetos. No. I know, I'm mean. So this is the dark Smoky Slate. I'm going around the face and the ears. So he looks like one of those little black-faced lambs, kind of. I just didn't want to do black because it makes it where you can't see anything. Okay, I'm done with that one. Now I will blend this in with the light Smoky Slate. And you want to make sure that you saturate your alcohol, area really well, because with alcohol markers, the more saturated it is, the smoother it will look. Okay? And now we're going to go around the white with this light one, just like we did before. so relaxing. You need some like really relaxing music in the background. I'm gonna put everybody to sleep. Does anybody else like nearly fall asleep when you go to the hairdresser and they're playing with your hair? It makes me want to fall asleep. AIP. P as in Paul. AIP. It's autoimmune protocol. I can actually send you guys, if anybody wants information on it, I can send you the link for the what you can't and can't have type stuff to look at. And that'll give you an idea, at least, of the elimination phase, what you need to do. You guys mind if I put some chapstick on real quick? Sorry. Oh, God, my lips. Okay. It's also really good for your skin. It's good for so many things in your body because a lot of the things we eat are terrible for us in so many ways. It's also really important that you drink lots of water. I follow a gal that recommends that if you're trying to lose weight, you should have 96 ounces of water minimum a day. And that's what I do, or do my best to do. But you definitely need to do half your body weight in ounces of water. That's actually the kind of standard rule. For any weight loss thing, but also honestly just for hydration, you need to do half your body weight. So if you weigh 150, then you want to have 75 ounces of water a day, or 72 to make it easy. You can round to the nearest cup. But I just track how much water I eat every day, or drink every day, and yeah, that works. Okay, let's do the old olive stuff. So we have the leaves, and we're just going to do the left half with the dark. Really easy to do. I think I just heard my dog like snore. Honey? Was that Harley snoring? No, I thought I heard her snore. Maybe it was a cat. One of my cats snores really bad. I don't know why, but he does. So now we're going in with the light and just finishing each leaf, which is really easy to do. Just go over the whole leaf. They're tiny. All right. And now we're going to use the Rococo Rose. We're going to do the light on every other flower. And then I'll do the opposite way here, just so they're different, but every other. Okay. Oh, I need to use this again, so I won't get rid of that one. And then actually let's do the saffron. Go ahead and do the chicky while I'm at it. Isn't the chicky cute? His little closed eyes. I like how his eyes are closed and the lamb's eyes are closed. They're so cute. It's so peaceful. Sweet. So we'll put the orange on his nose. And then I'm going to go ahead and put orange in those the two yellow dots. Ow. And then I'm going to do the Rococo Rose Dark on these 2 dots. Now those are done. The Chicky's done. Now I just do this real quick. Isn't that cool? What are you guys saying? Proofread the comments before you send. I know, little Chicky's so cute. I'm going to leave that while I fill this in. Blend that. And put the dots back in with this. Ta-da! Okay, so we have all of our little animals. Whoops. And we are ready to go. Okay, so let's do this first page. Okay. So the first page, we've got this piece here, which is going to have our spring, or I had one person who decided they wanted it to say Easter, and that works too. Whatever you wanted it to say, I did, as long as it fits in that space. But most people wanted it to say spring, like mine. So I was just filing the corners of this because it had a couple fuzzies, and I don't like that. If you have, I don't know why I grabbed that one. If you have fuzzies, you can do that. So I'm just going to center that. We'll go ahead and do these mats. This is actually going to go this way. Isn't this paper amazing? I loved it. It's so cool, and we were able to get it for free during celebration. There will be a second celebration this year. It's a new thing that they're doing at the start of each of our seasonal catalogs, our spring, or what they are calling January through June catalog, and then at the start of the fall catalog, which is the July through December catalog, and that'll have all of our holiday stuff in it. They're doing a 2 months of celebration for each of those. So celebration just ended, but we'll have another one for July and August. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. I need my tweezers and my mats and my glue. I'm doing this because I think it's a little faster. Just making a little line on each of the leaves. It's not a lot of glue though, it's really thin and not bulky. It's really flat and thin. And then I'm just going to put this in the center. Like so. And now I'm actually going to move this out of the way for a moment. Okay, and now I'm going to get my letters. So I'm going to show you guys, some of you have seen this before, but for those of you that haven't, go ahead and get all this stuff out. It's a pretty cool trick. So move my flowers over here. Okay, so take your grid paper and you're gonna put your letters on and make sure they're straight the way you want them. Excuse me, evenly spaced. I started getting a lot of allergy stuff yesterday because of all the wind. We have a lot of wind here in Oklahoma. And it moves stuff around. And I have allergies in my older age. I'm not old. I'm middle-aged. But, but in the more recent years, I've started getting allergies. And I know people's allergies change all the time. So, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of washi tape. And I'm going to use this one. Make sure it's a little longer than the word. I'm going to put it on my hand just to get rid of a little bit of the sticky. I had some lotion on. And then I'm going to lay that down and pick up all those letters like so. And then I'll lay that down. I'm going to hold that because it's short with my hand so it's taut. And while it's sitting here, I'm going to put my little dots of glue on each of the letters. I think it's funny how you guys all love the little animals. Okay, now I'm going to put this not in the very center. I'm going to kind of come up a little bit higher, and I'm going to try to center that and put that down. And I'm just going to hold that there for a second. Just let that glue grab on. I'm glad you learned something. You can learn something new every time you watch something, you know, like there's always new information. I try to give tips as much as I can because I know they can help. This makes things stay straight, which is really nice. And then just gently pull your tape off. Make sure none of the letters pop up when you're doing that. If they start to, just hold them down. And then you can reuse this. So I will reuse that for like cutting dies and stuff like that. Okay, or if you're going to do multiple cards and you're doing something like that, you can do that as well, because these are great for cards as well. Okay, so our little... I dropped him. The little bunny and the butterfly and the flowers are going on this. So let's put our bunny down first, and we'll just use some of that for that. So he goes right here. And our little butterfly, I'll use a glue dot. I think I'm going to use glue dots for my flowers too, actually. I'm put the little butterfly on the G on spring, like he's landing on it. I thought that was cute. You can do whatever you want. You can use glue for these if you want, or glue dots. I'm going to do glue dots. Just easier. So I'm going to put a pink and a yellow together in 3 spots. So... Excuse me. It's really bothering me. I don't know why. I love glue dots, you guys. So love glue dots. This is another tip. Put a piece of ribbon around your glue dots, and then as you pull away, it'll kind of keep it together. So it just doesn't, you know, unravel everywhere, which is a real pain. Okay. And then I just tear it off when I'm done and make sure that my next dot is right there. Okay, so let's do, put away my glue. These are for the other page. We need these. But let's go ahead before we do that and put this on here. So we're going to put this here, and this here. You can choose how you want to do it as far as like how they're spaced. But this is basically what I did. and then this is crooked on purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down first. And you can use a folder on this piece. I meant to do that and I forgot apparently. I don't know how. It's not necessary, but I love embossing folders. So if I can use them, I do. Oh my gosh, stop it. I'm so done with that one right now. I don't know why it's doing that to me all of a sudden. I don't normally have that problem. Now this one's being a goober. It's like I can't use glue today. Jeez. I don't know. It's nice to know that everyone has problems, right? It's not just you. I do it too. Good to know. So I kind of am putting this in the center of this one, and then I want about the same distance from the side to here as to here. That kind of gives me a frame of reference to go from. I really think I just pushed too hard. You're supposed to just glide, and I don't do it. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Basically put that in the center like that. All right, so now we're going to put some rhinestones on here. So I've got one for every flower. One. Oop. No, don't run away. Two. We are halfway done, guys, with the layout. And actually we're further along than that because we don't have to color anymore. We can go straight to putting the other side together, which is nice. That takes the most time. Coloring and cutting out do take a little bit of time, but they're worth it. When you can cut out a little lamb like that, you know, if we don't have dies for something, which we do have a lot more dies than we used to because we're making them ourselves now, then it makes it so much easier to just cut them out. But if not, you can just, snips work too. Okay, so we have all of those. So this page is complete. Unless you want to add some other spring flowers or something to this, you could always do that. We do have a set. I'll show you. It's called, what is it called? I think it's this one. Let me double check. I don't want to tell you wrong. In the spring catalog, yes, the Pretty Perennials bundle. The dies for this are, let me grab them. There they are. Okay. The dies for this match this paper. And so does the, I mean, they coordinate. These are just so cool. So like this one right here is basically a big one of the other little flower, but it looks like these. So they're very similar. So you could make some of these and put them around if you wanted to as well. That is always, I don't want to make things that are too complicated that people can't do on their own. Yeah, I don't want you to feel like you have to have a whole bunch of stuff. So, okay, so this side, the second side, we're going to need this yellow piece here. Then we have this embossed with the flowers, I think it's ornamental flowers. I think that's the name of that. We've got Old Olive, and then this kind of line piece from that same paper. All these papers are from the same set. We've got Night of Navy with the large flowers piece, and then balmy blue with the navy and white flowers. And then this is your, if you want it to be, you can put a picture here, but if you want to do journaling, that goes there. And then we'll put our lamb and stuff on. So let's go ahead and mat these. This will go so much faster. I really don't know why I'm doing that. It's so weird. Okay, so there's that one. And then we'll mat this one. I really, really love this paper. I wish it hadn't been just a celebration item, but I got a bunch. I stocked up on it because I liked it a lot. And I knew I was going to use those stamps and dies, and I thought I can make stuff with that stuff together. So that one had funny corners. It's just got really pretty colors. The color combination is so nice. I mean, look at these colors together. They're beautiful. Oh, thank you, Tony. You can't get the paper anymore. It's not available. Celebration ended already. So unfortunately, it ended in the end of February. They might have extra, and who knows, they might put it on the clearance rack at some point. I have no idea. I don't know how that went, so I have no idea if they have any left over or what. Okay, so we have all of our mats done now. So let's go ahead and put our lamb and our chickie on here. So I am just gonna put the lamb right here, basically in line with this white piece. And the chickie is gonna overlap the lamb just a little bit, like that. Okay, so now we're going to put our mats on. So again, I want to do basically the same thing I did on the other page, but opposite. So I'm going to start here. Why can I do one side and then not do the other? Like, does that make any sense? See? I don't know what's wrong with me. This is such a strong glue. For all I know, it's just tearing the paper because it's that strong. So I'm gonna stop using it and use this one. It is a very, very strong glue. So, okay. So I'm gonna put this about here. And then this one I'll do basically in the middle of this one, the middle of this, and then about equidistant on the two sides, from the side of the paper to this. And then the same thing with this one. I might move this one over just a little bit so I have enough room for, I think that'll be okay. And then we'll put this one down, and we'll put rhinestones on, and we'll be done. Can you believe it? We're done. Okay, so I just have 4 rhinestones left. I don't like that number, so I'm only going to do 3 right here. I can show you what you can do with the other one. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. And then we can take this other rhinestone over here, since we have an extra one, and put it over here if we want to. Or you could put it somewhere over here if you wanted to do that. So Michigan, I think we have another Michigan person on. It's nice to have you on, Kathy. So I don't know, wherever you want to put it, but I don't know. I don't know where I want to put it, so I like it this way. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay. So we have finished the Spring Joy. Yeah, Springtime Joy layout. Isn't that adorable? It's so adorable. I love it. Okay, you guys. That is it. I'm going to do the drawing real quick, and I will let you go. So let's get the drawing done. First, we have our students, the people who purchased the kit. Tracy watching from Maine. Kathy is the winner, and she is getting, and if she has this already, then she can let me know, and I will give her something else, but she's getting the Touch of Ink that was from Celebration. And then I will do one comment drawing today for this class, and I will do another comment drawing next week for this class. So if you are watching the replay, make sure that you comment, because you get a week from now I will do that drawing. And then I think I guess I don't have one for last week. I thought I did, but let's see, last week was, I know why I didn't do one last week. Okay, so we won't do a comment drawing for last week today, but we will do one next time. Okay, so this is Kathy, and then let me do the comment drawing for today. You could use your other bling dot, add the dot over your eye. Oh, that could be cute. Let's see. Oh, it's a capital I, though. I don't know. I'll give it to Cheryl, and she can do whatever she wants with it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the comment drawing. Thank you guys. I appreciate the compliments. I really do. It's good to know that you like what I'm doing, so that I know what to keep doing. So I do appreciate that, and I do appreciate it when you like the video, when you share the video. All those things are very much appreciated. Okay, I am going to do the drawing. Ready? Here we go. Spin. Oh, it landed on a half person. Jamie Spohr. Jamie Spohr, you won the 2018 to 2020 In Color Designer Series paper. This is retired. It was in the 1920 catalog. So this is really pretty paper. All 5 colors of the In Colors, which I love and miss so much. And they have different things, including gingham. I love this paper. So let me put your name on that. And we will do another drawing next week. Jamie, if I don't have your address, please text me your information. If you've already done it, you know you have, then I'll get it to you. All right, so that is it, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please catch me next Friday at 2 p.m. Central for Funfold Friday, and 2 p.m. Central on Saturday for Paper Pumpkin. And we all do alternatives for Paper Pumpkin as well. Okay, I love you guys. God bless.